Abba here.
Oh no, he's getting sturdy.
Actually, I'm over here instigating. That boy Sneako, he pissed right now. He's been mad all day.
Oh shit.
He's been mad. Look, he's
somebody. Abba's been riding too high on a lot of drama recently. Okay, between Ethan and Hassan and Sneako, I think somebody needs to knock Abba down a peg or two. His head's getting pretty big, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, y'all can feel free to start any second now. I'll say everything I said before. I'll say on stream. I'll say the motherfucker. I don't care. I'll keep the same energy. So y'all feel free to voice your discontent.
Yeah, talk your shit, Abba. Talk about it.
What do you guys want to talk about?
I'm just vibing. This is Gideon's stream. I don't know. What were you guys talking about before here? Factorio?
Well, you said you wanted to join and talk to Abba.
That was Gideon. That wasn't me.
Oh. Well, Gideon, what do you want to say to Abba?
Gideon, what do you want to say to Abba?
Then we're gonna switch up.
Okay, wait, hold on, real quick, because wait, real quick. I just got home, so I haven't watched any videos yet. You guys aren't all like talking mad shit on Twitter and YouTube videos, and now that you guys are in the same room, nobody wants to say anything, right? That's not what's happening right now, is it?
Well, I mean, listen, I said what I said, so there's an issue with what I said. We can talk about it.
Abba's made several videos saying some tasteful things about me.
Okay, well, Abba, what do you want to, Sneako, do you want to take him to task? Do you want to fight on a particular topic, or what? What do you
no, it does well. It does well. Saying negative things about me is good content, so I understand. Go ahead. I mean,
what do you mean? You saw the video, so if you have an issue with it, you can voice it. Go ahead.
Why are you coming in so hostile, man? I understand why you're doing it. It's good content. Your viewers like to see it. They're like, yeah, Abba, you're the moral police. You stay consistent, Abba. You make me feel better.
Okay. All right. So let's get started. Speaking about me is so, it works, whatever, your passive-aggressive voice. You realize the video that I did on you that has the highest amount of views is one in where I agree with you and I show you love?
No, the recent one, though, like the last 3 you did in the past week.
What about the last 3 I did? I just told you, you made the claim that negativity sells, so I understand why you did it, for the views or whatever. And I'm telling you that the highest viewed video that I have actually talking about you and what you were doing is a video where I show you love. So what is your reply?
What's the video where you show me love?
The video in which you were confronting some feminists on one of your 1-minute podcast interviews.
You were showing me love?
I was agreeing with you. I was literally going against the person that you were talking about and saying why you were making sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Right now, at this point, it's very profitable to say, like, well, I told you so, Sneako. You should have listened to me. I know better. And fresh and fit's bad.
Okay. Yes, I did tell you so, Sneako.
I mean, everyone, Gideon said that, Destiny said that, Andrew Tate said that, Bradley Martin said that. Everybody was aware that the way I'm talking is going to get me canceled, but you were incorrect about a lot of the information that you talked about. It wasn't that clip from me simulating or telling the feminist that she needs to get laid more. It was just an accumulation of a lot of misinformation and other. Man,
real quick on my opinion on that. The reason why I think it was that clip, and I understand that you might get banned for a particularly different thing, but when I'm trying to figure out why somebody got banned, I feel like the public makes the mistake in that they look at like, what did you violate in the TOS and what was the ban reason? But I think the most important thing is what catches people's attention, because once people have like your attention, like now you're gonna get banned for some shit. So like on Twitch, for instance, I probably got banned for some random transphobic thing or whatever, I guess. I don't know what they just said hate speech. But the reason I got banned was for fighting with Keffels. Because if I wouldn't have had that fight with Keffels, I wouldn't have had all the people mass reporting me and their eyes on me, et cetera, et cetera. But it was because of that fight that I got banned. So like, I feel like when you made that video, you remember that one curly haired kid that made the like, we need to ban Sneako for abusing women, blah, blah, blah. I think just from what I've seen, I could be wrong, but that seemed like the thing that got a lot of people like super riled up on Twitter and YouTube and shit, trying to like call for people to ban you and shit. So I'm curious if that was like the thing that led everybody mass reporting and shit. But I could be wrong, but
I mean, just to let the stream know, I am collaborating on a new channel ran by my editor. I'm frequently on there live streaming. He has me as a guest, so you can go find there. That's a way that I'm going to be able to stay on YouTube. Just collaborating as a guest on new platforms. That's where you can find me. There's a new channel that's doing pretty well right now, so go subscribe to there if you missed the old content.
What's the name of the new channel?
It's called. It's just called Sneako.
Okay.
Tell him Soldier of God, it pops up.
It does.
Yeah, I typed it in, it popped up.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it has to like register.
Yeah, it's pretty shadow banned right now. It's hard to find, but yeah, you can. I bet you could do some research.
All right. Well, you and Abba, you're here. This is it. The big showdown.
I don't know. Obviously, has a lot of 30-minute videos. I just was curious if he still had stuff to say while we're in the call.
No, I said everything I had to say. I mean, it's just a repetition of what I told you.
I didn't really watch the video. I saw the beginning of it. I'm like, okay, he's doing the thing that a lot of people are doing right now. I get it.
Cool. Well, if you didn't watch it, then we good. We have nothing to talk about, I suppose.
Well, maybe you could have told me instead of making another hit piece video. Like, while everyone's against me right now, while Big Tech's against me, all these soy boys, you could have sent a text or a call before making all these videos.
Hold up. So I texted you before I talked about the DJ academic stuff, and I texted you before. You remember I texted you, and I barely talked about you in that video. 1, 2. I didn't even make this video until you called me and you said, yo, how come you talk about this but not my deplatforming? I said, oh, well, if you want me to talk about the deplatforming, then I will. I didn't make the video before that. You told me to talk about it, and now that I've talked about it, you're like, well, why did you make a video about it?
I didn't tell you to talk about it. I said that on a commentary channel where you frequently talk about drama and that people you know in the community, that may be talking about how this is a problem that everybody can get wiped from all these platforms. And then also single out something that makes me look bad and makes it look like I'm committing essay on camera. That's really not the reason. I was banned off of pretty much every single social media site. It has nothing to do with that. I think that's a bigger issue than trying to equate it to like I told you so or fresh and fit. That's too simple of a video. But I understand it does well for your audience.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I did it for the views. And anything else? There's nothing else to talk about. If you think I'm doing this because it's for views, then we have nothing to talk about. What can I offer in this conversation?
If it's not for views, why do you think you're doing it?
But you're already convinced of why I'm doing it. You're so sure that I'm doing it for the views. This is, again, what I spoke about in the video. You are incapable of taking accountability. In your own final message, you're like, oh, KSI is hating. Look at him gloating. And basically what he said in the clip is, I told him he's moving mad. And that's your idea. No. That's your idea of someone hating on you or making fun of you.
That clip was edited improperly. I didn't edit the video. He went on Twitter and he replied, who? When Keemstar said that Sneako was banned on YouTube, he said, who? ? Which I think, is making fun of the situation where I got banned because he clearly knows who I am. We went back and forth. And so he's just trying to gloat and he's trying to make it about clout.
Okay, so let me ask you. So this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity right now. What do you think that you did wrong to contribute to your situation?
Of getting banned off of every social media platform?
Yes.
Tell the truth.
Okay, all right, then this is my case in point. That's why I made the video. You are unable to see the ways in which you contribute to your own outcomes, and you just think you're just telling the truth.
You are unable to see why I got the strikes. You didn't talk about that. You didn't talk about the first strike was COVID misinformation, the second strike was election misinformation, and the third one was cyberbullying for a clip that was not even what you played in the video. It had nothing to do with that.
Listen, once you made that clip on that girl, you know what happens? She talks to her manager. Her manager goes to YouTube, and YouTube finds a way to go after you without making her implicated. The reason why they didn't cite that clip is they didn't want your fans to go after her so you can quote her. YouTube has good ways of working. They won't actually claim what it is exactly for. They understand you've broken the rules, and then they work backwards. You don't understand that once you made that video, YouTube was looking at you all kinds of crazy. Now, you don't need to believe that. You can believe it's something else. You can believe it's what's telling the truth. I'm just wondering, when are you going to come into this conversation and take accountability for why you are where you are?
You said yourself it was when I was being played in the Senate. It's much bigger than just one feminist getting mad at me.
Okay. So why haven't I been banned? Why hasn't Destiny been banned? Why hasn't anybody else on the is it because we're all bots?
Well, you play the middle ground. You don't really try to talk about stuff that's going to make people uncomfortable.
Okay.
You don't talk about the issues that you don't question the powers that be, and you don't talk about the uncomfortable truths that are really happening.
Okay, what about Destiny?
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask. Hold on.
What about Destiny?
Wait, hold on. To be clear, my advice to you is not the same, okay, as Abba, who's a bot, okay? My only advice typically is, that, and I think I'll repeat the same thing I said all the time, is, and I take this my own advice, is only fight with one person at a time. I think I've even told you that on stream. I think off stream before. As long as you fight with one person at a time, usually okay. But when you start dipping into like 2 or 3 or 4 different communities, shit gets like really because like it's kind of Abba basically just resaid what I said before, or we're saying the same thing, that like when you do one really bad thing and people start to like, you catch their eye, people start to look for everything to axe you off of anything, and you'll start getting like, it's happening right now with a bunch of lefty YouTubers, actually me and Vosh, where people are just going through and like spam reporting every single video in our VODs because they don't like whatever shit. That's always like the thing to be careful of. But like, hold on, when you say like, I have to stand up for myself, okay, for a second. When you say like, don't speak truth to power or don't like make people uncomfortable, you understand that when you're talking about me, that's a really silly thing to say, right?
You make people uncomfortable, but not the powers that be. Because it wasn't just YouTube. I was wiped off of every single social media platform except for Instagram. There's a reason that happened. There's a microscope on me.
Okay, well, hold on. I don't want to like make this a dick waving competition, but like I've been banned off TikTok, I've been banned off Twitter, I've been banned off Twitch. Like how many social media platforms have you been banned off of?
All of them except for Instagram.
Only been banned off 3.
Have you? Oh, did you up? Oh, speaking of Twitch, actually, real quick.
I got banned on Twitch for in 2 days.
What was your ban for on Twitch?
Ban evasion.
Did you ever appeal that?
Yeah.
What did they say when you appealed?
They haven't replied, and it's been like 2 weeks.
That's weird.
Ban evasion for an account you never had before?
Yeah, because if you didn't have an account,
I never streamed on Twitch. No, so it's very clear that they don't want me. I'm talking about shit that they don't want to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure somebody played that clip of you doing that to that girl, and they said, we don't want you doing that about Pokemon or anybody else, and they said, this guy gotta go.
I think it's bigger than that clip. I think that's simplifying it for the audience that you have. I think it's much bigger. I think you're overlooking the COVID and the election misinformation part, which the first 2 strikes I got that happened even before that clip happened.
Well, I mean, listen, I can't speak to those 2 strikes. I will say that anytime I heard you speak about COVID or when you were... Hold up. Let me finish. When I've heard you speak about COVID stuff or election stuff, you didn't know what you were talking about 95% of the time. I think there's a giant difference between someone's talking about edgy research or things that are counter to the popular narrative, and then what you were doing was just rambling about shit you didn't know about. Yeah, you sounded like a loony conspiracy theorist half the time you spoke about these. And if somebody else won't tell you, I will. So I'm not surprised they nailed you for that. There's sympathetic cases in which I think people make sensible cases against the COVID narrative, but you're not one of them. You were never one of them. You skipped posting about it.
This information is being posted all the time online. You can make an Earth is Flat documentary. You can make all these conspiracy theories, but why are only certain conspiracy theorists labeled as harmful, and why are only certain conspiracy theorists taken off and removed? If you think I sound like a lunatic, but why is it that mine is the one that gets removed and other people, it's fine?
No, people who spread nonsense conspiracies get removed off YouTube every day. They just don't get to be as big as you. They didn't come in on the platform on some other shit where they were doing 1-minute podcasts that were like very kosher, and then once they had a big platform, all of a sudden they start talking loony conspiracies. But I can assure you, YouTube removes every single day a bunch of crazy conspiracy theorists who talk just as bad as you, if not much worse.
What did I say that was nonsense?
Bro, if I'd watched you talk about COVID, I knew you didn't know what you're talking about.
What? Tell me something specific.
Bro, I'm not going to pull up the clips. I just tell you
then
that.
Don't say it's nonsense. Don't overwrite it as like lunatic conspiracy theories if you can't say one thing I said that's nonsense.
Well, so hold on. So because I do a lot of vaccine studying. So like basically every comment you made about vaccines was like calling it the jab, saying that it was like government mandated shit that wasn't going to help you or make you feel any better. I don't know if you used the word poison ever in regards to it, but like basically everything you had to say about it was even like it. So like here's like a comparison I make, and I hate this guy and I disagree with him, but have you heard of like Brett Weinstein?
Yeah.
That dude is I'm pretty sure that guy is pretty vaccine skeptic, and he's talked about a lot of vaccine related issues, but I think he's still on. I think he literally has a show on YouTube. But he probably brings up like a lot of the points that filter down to you, but he says it in a way less inflammatory way. It doesn't sound like he's just like going crazy, like screaming about vaccine. It's
not really what you say, it's how you say it. Because Abed cannot give any specifics. He says overall it's nonsense, it's conspiracy theorists, lunatic garbage. But if I'm saying similar things to Brett Weinstein and I removed it, it's pretty much
no. What you just said.
How you say it, not what you say.
What you just said.
If it triggers the bots, then they're going to remove it.
Yes.
If I'm too aggressive, if I'm too mean about it, then they got to remove it because people get.
Yeah, but what you just said is that's not only true on YouTube. That's true in life, right? Like how you say things sometimes is more important than what you say. In fact, you should know this from like your pickup artist shit, right? Or from like red pill stuff in terms of talking to women or whatever. Like sometimes it's not exactly what you say. Sometimes it's how you say things. But that's true everywhere. There's no place in life where that's not true, right? Like if I got a guy that I'm talking about and some guy's like, oh, is this guy very smart? And I'm like, of course he's not smart. He's a dumb fuck, right? That sounds a lot different than somebody saying like, is that guy smart? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, like he comes from like a really background. The guy never went to school, single mom or whatever. You know, like, yeah, he doesn't know a lot about finance. Now I'm saying the same thing, but it's way different, right? Somebody's going to hear the first thing and they're going to lose their mind. They're going to say, oh yeah, shit, okay, of course I understand, right? Even if it's the same thing, like how you phrase things or how you approach things. It's not so much that you're giving different information, it's that it makes the intention behind the information look a lot different. So like there are some vaccine skeptic people that like, I hear them talk and I hate what they say, but it's probably coming from like a decent place, like a well-meaning place. But there are other vaccine skeptic people I hear where it's like, oh, this guy's just like filled with like vitriol and hate, and that's all he's about. Not necessarily saying you are, but I'm saying like how you say things is pretty important.
Okay. I think I proved my point by saying Abba labeled me as a crazy lunatic conspiracy theorist and could not say one thing.
Yeah, because you know what? When I hear retarded shit, I try not to keep it in my memory. And you said so much retarded, dumb stuff on your streams. I just would erase it immediately afterwards.
Destiny, you've heard this repeated in your panels. XQC said dumb shit. That other guy on the Muda, the Indian dude, said it's retarded. And every single time, I was like, okay, what's dumb about what I said? And nobody knows anything. They just don't like the way I said it, so they label it as retarded and write it off instead of listening to what I'm saying. Because it doesn't matter to them. They'll lowbrow me because they're 35, and they think that they know more than what I'm talking about, and they've been brainwashed to this point where they don't feel like they need to listen to me. But it's fine. They never know why they think I'm retarded. They just say I'm retarded, overwrite me, and then move on.
Yeah, that's generally how it works. When I watch something that's incredibly stupid on somebody's stream, I turn it off and move on to the next thing. And so, no, I'm gonna finish.
If you're a commentary channel, maybe you should have some points to bring up.
If you want me to do an actual debate with you where I go and grab clips, I would normally, but everything's deleted, so a little bit hard to quote all the dumb shit you said. But absolutely, I would watch your stuff. I'm like, this is inaccurate, and I would just move on, stop watching it. Now you could go watch your debate with Destiny, and you could probably find a bunch of stuff that you said that was dumb. Just because I can't quote it to you doesn't mean you didn't say it. Just because my memory can't remember doesn't mean it didn't happen.
You're getting a little heated about it. I can remember all of Destiny's points that he brings up and tell you why I think he's wrong about it.
Okay, well, congratulations. You got a better memory than me.
Yeah, I know, but for you to have such a strong opinion about what I believe and to say it's dumb, stupid, retarded, and all this, and then not know one reason is pretty predictable. And we've heard it over and over again. DGG, everybody in this chat has heard it over and over again. I'll question people, why do you think it's stupid? They don't know.
I think there's a different barrier for like the expectation of knowing particular things depending on the environment you're confronting somebody at. So like what? No, hold on. So like here's the thing, right? So this is something that I'll repeat a lot on stream. So my first relationship, well, my second one, my kid's mom, got really physically abusive. There's a lot of crazy shit that happened. And we fought over the dumbest things. It was so stupid every fucking time. It was like the most random stupid shit. But if something, and it was a lot. I called the cops on her 3 times. It was a crazy relationship. But if somebody would say, oh, really? You fought over dumb shit? What'd you fight over? Name 2 things. I actually don't know if I could. I don't know. I don't remember the specifics. I think as humans, I think we remember kind of these broad like characterizations of things, but we don't archive like every single individual fact because we're not computers. We usually come away from a feeling, we usually come away from an event with a certain feeling or emotion about it. And that's all we really take with us.
I like how Abba did going into this call, with a lot of emotion, a lot of feelings about how I'm stupid, but nothing to back
Well, no, hold on. To be clear, wait, Abba came to this call to argue. Really? Did he really just, oh, he mad. Wait, is my stream dead?
Oh, I think he left.
Yeah, that's why I just said really.
Yeah, he said, I came into this call to argue and do this. I didn't come to this call.
No, yeah, fuck, I was just going to say that. Yeah, to be clear, Abba came into this call to chat with me and Dan about, oh, well, fuck.
See, this guy always runs away from accountability. That's why I find these red pill dudes often really cringe to me. It's like all accountability for women, none for themselves. Bad things happen to you, it's always the world. Like, I can't take you seriously as a man when you get up on this stream and you're crying about how things have happened to you, but you don't see the ways in which you contributed. Even when I up, I understand. Like, listen, I remember this happened to me maybe 5 years back, right? Mm-hmm. I ended up getting jumped when I left a club at one point, okay? What had happened was that?
I just wanted to say bye. I'm about to go get something to eat.
Okay.
All right, man. Go enjoy yourself.
Love you, buddy.
So,
wait, are you guys in Miami right now, or?
Yeah, I'm in Miami.
Okay, cool. We might, if you want to get something to eat later when he's less mad. I'm here for a week and a half, so. But yeah.
Miami?
Yeah, I live down at I think I live like 5 minutes west of you guys. Yeah.
All right. You know, you guys want to hear something? Mm-hmm. I think you guys are gonna be proud of me.
Go for it. What's up?
I've realized I'm not a debater. I'm a master debater.
Nice.
And I just realized, man, I know my lane, so I'm gonna let you guys do the debating stuff. I'm gonna gladly watch with my popcorn, mouth full. But you guys have a W stream. Chat! W's in the stream right now! Bang them W's up, chat! Right now! Alright, bye, Abba. Bye, Destiny.
Abba, when you want me on your dating show, you can talk to me nice again. Bye.